Okay, here's the picture. It's described in words as well in the question. We need to find out, hopefully the question is going to lead us in these directions. So the first thing is to find out this angle here. This triangle here, if you think about it, APQ, so right angle triangle, this is the opposite. This is the adjacent. So that would be tan, wouldn't it? Tan of question mark is equal to the opposite, 25, over the adjacent 87. So that tells us what the question mark will be equal to. Shift tan of 25 over 87. So shift tan 25 divided by 87, close bracket, equals 16.03. So to the nearest degree, we'll just do 16 degrees. So that's 16 degrees, so we can put that in the picture now. Next part is this part, this length here. Okay. We know that, what do we know about this? We know that side. We know that, we know that length. So what have we got then? We know that side is 25. We know that angle. We got 2 of the 3. So opposite over adjacent, and we can get that, can't we? Tan 11. So tan of 11 degrees then is equal to the opposite, 25, over the adjacent, which I've written as 2 question marks. So the 2 question mark problem was 25 over tan 11. So let's do that then. 25 divided by tan of 11 degrees. 128.6. 128.6. That would be meters. So this length here then we now know is 128.6 meters. Okay, good. So, right, now the third thing, we want this side here. So we've got to concern ourselves with this triangle, basically. We know this length is 87. We now know this side is that. We've got 2 sides and an included angle. So we should be able to get the opposite side, shouldn't we? So yeah? So I'm going to call that AB now. So AB, the length AB is equal to that squared. This squared is equal to 2 sides of A squared is equal to B squared. Yeah, so it's equal to this squared plus this squared, 128.6 in the calculator, squared minus 2 times 87 times 128.6 times the cosine of the included angle, 72 degrees. Okay, good. So that would be that squared. So let's have a go at it. 87 squared is there. So we got this number in the calculator under ants. So it's 87 squared plus ants squared, because that's accurate then, minus 2 times 87 times the ants, that's that one there, times cos, and that's nice and accurate now. Okay. 17195.0892. So then we square root to get AB, don't we? So I'm just going to square root ants and write down the answer. So square root of ants, 131.1 meters. And that's AB. So we can put that in the picture now for the length AB. We put it as 3 question marks initially. 131.1 meters is this length here. Okay, so now the last part is to work out this angle here on this base triangle ABQ. This side we know, this angle we know, this side we know, this angle We don't know. So use the sine rule. So A, 131.1, which we've got in the calculator, over the sine 72 is equal to B, 87, isn't it? Over the sine of that angle there. 87 over sine. Now I'm going to label it correctly. It's the angle ABQ, isn't it? So I'm going to label it as such. ABQ, there we go. So that tells us what sine ABQ is. It would be 87 times sine 72 over the 131.1, which is the answer in our calculator. So we got 87. There's our 131.1 accurately. So it's 87 times sine of 72, close bracket, divided by ants equals. So angle ABQ will be shift sine on that. Oops, shift sine. So shift sine of the ants, 39.1 degrees. BAQ. But the only thing is, I've written it down wrong. So that's 39.1. And we were asked to find in the actual question, believe it or not, this angle here. So that's 39.1, and I wrote it down wrong. So they add up to 180. So if I add on 72 plus 72, that's that, and then I do 180 minus that. That's 68.8, which is 69 degrees, which is what was asked for in the question actually. So I've put it in the diagram. So BAQ from that triangle, the angle there is 69 degrees.